Hey guys, so we've been filming all day with the lovely Olivia, and we've been doing a lot of tutorials today and stuff like that, and just thought we'd bang in at the end of the day a little live for you all. So just really kind of quickly, we've created these kind of 40s waves running through the head today. We've been working on kind of root tonguing, colouring, cutting, all of that kind of jazz. So we just kind of wanted to show you just at the end of the day, just a little kind of thing to take you into December, into the party season, and just show you what we're going to do. So really simple. Let's keep it quick so that we don't bore anybody or make it unachievable. So very simply, take a little section just through the back into here, pick it up, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to use something that just gives us a little bit of control on the hair. So we're just going to use our sugar spray just over the top into the root area there. Just gives us a little bit of control. Oops. So Lindsay's going to give me some clips, I'm sure, some grips. There we go. Lindsay's been running around with us all day today, so might as well get a little bit more work out of her before the day's done. Hey Lindsay. So just literally twisting this round. What you want to do is you want to create a really good base for this to come onto. So that's what we're going to endeavour to do here. So just by turning that around, we're just going to literally grip this in. And I think this is kind of one of the things. I was teaching a course just recently, and people were saying, you know, they were getting a bit lost and they got to a point and they didn't know kind of how to work it. Now, believe it or not, I didn't really ever kind of think that hair up was a thing for me, and kind of struggled with it for a while, but when I kind of realised the fundamentals of it all is just creating a base and then working onto it. Take section by section and just work those sides in together. Again, down onto the base here. So another way of kind of pulling these together, you don't have to kind of just knot these. You can do kind of different things. You can kind of twist them in and create little kind of shapes. Another way is to actually just literally take it and then almost form like a pin curl. So what you're doing is you're just creating a pin curl on top of a base, really. And that looks quite cute as well. So just taking that, creating our base down the center line. I'm just going to twist that and just keep literally twisting it, okay? And then once you kind of get it to a point, then we're just going to turn that around into the base there, and then we're just going to grip that in to the base. So it's kind of just about having the vision. You know, if you put it in and you don't like it, take it out. It's not a biggie. So just make sure that you get all of your pins in right the way around. Make sure you use some good grips. I get all of these from Paris just because they tend to be a little bit stronger than the ones we use, or we can buy over in the UK. So there's some really cool places that I go to. I was there just last weekend, and you know, things like grips and combs, you know, for us Paris is the place. For some of you other guys it's going to be somewhere else. So now that we're here, we've got a good solid base for us to work into. So then all we really need to do is then just work sections off of that. So we're just going to push into it, just take that off, just use a little bit of our hairspray. Use something that you can work with. That's kind of the major thing with working with hair up or anything like that. So you want a spray that actually you can work onto, but actually it's not going to ruin anything that you're going to do. And you can put a brush through it, you can take it out, but you know it's firm enough to give you some kind of hold but it's not going to go white or go sticky or anything like that. Any nastiness, don't want any nastiness on the hair. So again, we're just kind of working with these waves. It's really important to get the base in there, as we said before. So take it out, take the static out with the hand, push into it, smooth it over the top, and then literally we're just going to take that, almost form like a pin curl, and then place that just into the rear section, and then just start building your shape up. Now with anything, you kind of always want to build onto the top, cross the pins over, good strong pin. But what we're doing here is we're creating something that's quite relaxed. So don't make it too hard and too kind of dominatrix. You just want to kind of pull this round, really nice smooth section across the top. Let's push into it, smooth it over, a little bit more spring. Good. There we go. Good job, Lindsay. Okay, place that in very easily, grip it down into your base, and that's what I mean. Once you've got your base in there, super easy just to play on top of that then. And you know, even if you're kind of working with clients and you're kind of working with what they want, or if they kind of want to do something, then you just really need to train them into working back onto a base, much the same as we do. And it's simple, very good. So just carrying on this side, a little spray gives you a bit of traction. Very simply, not overdoing it with loads of back brushing, but using a good kind of postiche comb. Again, just holding nice and firm, back down into the base there, smooth it over the top, a little bit more spray on there. Working up, keeping it quite young, quite fresh still. I think that's the, you know, that's the thing with this kind of thing, is it can look very old lady very quickly, if you know what I mean. So making sure that it almost looks like she's just kind of pulled it up herself, rather than it looking too overdone, but still with that kind of little bit of a party edge to it. So in the front here, we're just going to take our section over. Just going to really dust that with a neck brush. Okay, so just get a neck brush and just take down any kind of little bits, but remember to leave some out, because that's what's going to give it the freshness. It's going to keep it really young and still quite free. So even on this front section, just literally I'm going to take it over so it looks polished, but then actually just break it down with the fingers there, take it off, and then literally we're just going to break it up, pull it up to the top, pull some of that out, and then we're just going to wrap that background into that top section. Nice little pin in there, pinning into our knot that we created earlier. Et voila! So that's kind of about it. Just going to tidy it out a little bit. Yeah, so not too overdone. Actually, just in the front here as well, we'll kind of pull that down a little bit in the front there, but actually just pull out a few of these little pieces of hair and just leave them quite free across the front of the head there. And so we've got this nice little, just pinned up, knotted up, leave some of these ends free, leave some of this out through the bottom there, and actually just get your your spray, and just pull those out. Make them a little bit more definite maybe, so that they look like they're there for a reason, rather than they've just kind of fallen out. In the front, make sure you've got a nice clean line onto that front section there. Clean up through the fringe area. Just use the base of the spray there. And you're done. So, hope that gives you a little bit of inspiration. We're going to be going through some more stuff as well over the next few weeks, every week, as you know. Yeah, if you want to see a bit more of this young lady, we've already done about 4 or 5 tutorials with her today. So she's still smiling, look, and it's the end of the day. So have a great evening, have a great week, be creative, because great hair matters. See you soon. Ta-da!